Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I have another adventure for you. I am going to clean this very messy closet that I have. It's full of what we call in this household raw materials. So we literally have a bunch of stuff in here that we think we might use but maybe never get to. I am kind of a little bit of a hoard, but it's fine. I think I got it under control. And the reason I am cleaning this is because I need this to be more organized. When I go in here, it honestly feels like a safety hazard. Like I can barely find room where to step. I'm probably gonna have to recruit my boyfriend to help me with the more manlier kind of tasks for this. Another reason I am cleaning here is because we are going to get I think it's called a chest freezer, but it's shaped like a box and it's gonna go over here. I'm optimistic that I will be able to get most of it done today, but honestly, I don't know, it might take me a few days, maybe 3 days, 2 days. Organization is one of my favorite things. I am a firm believer that you do not need a lot to get organized. No fancy Pinterest-inspired organization setups here. I feel like I'm a living irony because as much as I like organizing, you can see that my storage closet is quite a mess. My babe and I can both be a little bit of pack rats for sure. We keep what we call raw materials, which we define as bits of wood, metal, containers, basically any item we think might come in useful later on. This reminds me of this reel I saw.
Alright, all we would need is like a very specific 10-inch 2x4 and then another one stacked just like this on top of it, and this would be fixed. It'd be fixed.
No way! No way! No way! No way! Yes! Finally!
That is us in a nutshell, and I'm finding some very interesting things, some I even forgot we had. Like this kid bike that we found that we thought we would fix and sell, but we actually haven't done it yet. There's this book called Outrageous Openness by Tosha Silver, where she recounts various stories that teach the power of surrendering and trusting the greater force, the divine, God, whatever it is that you call it. There's this one part, very simple, where she talks about the power of decluttering or resetting a space, and how doing that can be the very thing you need to open the door to new blessings. You know, the whole clean space, clear mind phrase? That has always been very true for me. I feel like this is exactly the process I am going through while cleaning our storage closet. This closet is a space I have been wanting to clean for the longest time. When I first moved in here, I just kind of jammed all my stuff in here. My boyfriend had already moved in here, so his stuff was already here. So honestly, I just put my stuff wherever there was room. Now that I have more free time since I got laid off, I have decided to finally tackle this big closet project. Not going to lie, I'm a little intimidated, but I feel energetically it will help me get more organized, cleared up, and open to new opportunities. This is equal parts a spiritual process as it is for the sake of cleanliness. All this work so far has me exhausted, so I stopped a bit to play Heyday, my new favorite game. I was out for dinner one night with one of my close friends and she told me I should download this game. The last time I was into a game this much was Clash of Clans back in high school, and that was like 10 years ago now. That's crazy. I like this game a lot, mostly because my dream is to have a little family farm one day. Probably not a full-blown business, but I would love a garden, some chickens, and if the wallet allows, a few cows. My mom always jokes that one day she'll visit me, and if she can get away with it, stay with me forever in my rancho, aka my little farm. So back to the cleaning. It was at this point where I had everything out that I realized I was in trouble.
Bruh.
This was way more stuff than I had thought I'd be organizing. It was a mess everywhere, and the crazy part is that this 1 to 3 day cleaning project turned into an odyssey. I did not film most of the beginning of the actual organizing because there was really no method to the madness whatsoever. I was basically just picking up random bits and starting to create piles of things that were alike or similar use case. I was too overwhelmed to film how messy it was, but here's a picture. So yeah, it was pretty bad, but I got my bearings back because the only way out was forward. I pulled out some bins, many of them already had things in them, and I started filling them with similar items. For example, all our charging cables now go in one bin. We used to have them everywhere in the house, and the problem was that we'd always lose track of where they were. Now there's a central location for when we need one and for when we need to store one. I will show you some of the things I organized. This is a box for all our home painting supplies. When my babe moved in here, I helped him paint the walls. I remember those times fondly because I feel like we really bonded while working hard on these walls together. I also keep so many bags, any type of bag, really. Small Ziplocs, plastic bags, cloth baggies that come with the random things that we've ordered online. Is this too frugal? I don't know. The way I see it, when I need a bag like this, I'd much rather go to my stash than pay $5 to $20 to get new ones. That would be painful for my wallet. I am a Gen Zer and I have the wallet of one, and I grew up with parents who had hoarding tendencies. That should be enough info for you to figure out why I choose to keep the things I do, like these bags or these loose strings.
Bruh.
No shame in my game. These containers already have things in them, so what I'll be doing is organizing their contents, moving things in and out, and adding the new things I found in the closet. Here we have our tape and adhesives container. I also found this bucket to hold things I'm not sure where to put yet, but later down the line I might find just the right spot for it. This is one of my babe's camping containers. Every good camper has a camping starters kit. Hello. I've gone a few times with him and I love it. Can you believe that the first time I ever camped was at the age of 25 with my babe? I always wanted to go, but my parents do not believe in camping out in the woods, even though we literally grew up in a little farm, so it doesn't make sense. We have arrived at the precious tools section. I will do some preliminary organization, but my babe will do most of the organizing here. One of the things I was looking for when I was in search of a babe was that he must have tools. Because who else would I turn to when I need help putting up a shelf or fixing a sink pipe? My babe, obviously, so I needed him to have tools. I knew he was the one when he showed up one day when I used to live at my old place. He brought over his drill and screws and helped me put together a vanity I had ordered online. Mind you, I was avoiding to put this together because I didn't have tools, but he did. So I knew we were a match then. We have a friend who donated this soap making kit to us because we had mentioned we wanted to try it. To be honest, we have not gotten there yet, and it's been months since we've had this kit. But when I do, I promise I will film a video about it. Maybe that will be the launch of my soap making business. Stay tuned. Seriously though, let me know in the comments, would you watch a video on soap making if I made one? Putting everything back is like a game of Tetris, except I'm allowed to reorganize as I go. I am doing my best to put the light stuff on the shelves and the heavier, bulkier stuff on the ground. We don't need to access some of these things often, so it's okay if we stack them on top of each other. We still have a lot of things in our storage closet, obviously, as you can tell, but we trashed a big chunk of it, which feels so good. It feels good to let go of the junk we no longer need and keep the things that we think will come in handy, because we are crafty people in this household. All in all, this was a wonderful reset. The path to get here was way longer than I expected, a little more painful than I expected, and definitely more overwhelming than I expected. But now that I am past the light at the end of the tunnel, it feels really good. It feels so good to have checked this off the endless list of things to do in the back of my head. To sum it all up, my babe has this camping analogy. A type 1 adventure is easy, like a glamping type of situation. A type 2 experience is one that is challenging but rewarding. Maybe the climb was tough, but the weather was nice and the views were worth it. Then there's a type 3 kind of camping. This is where it was a challenge. It's where you double check the weather, but it rained anyway. You forgot to pack something essential, you tripped, and you were pushed so far out of your comfort zone that you thought you'd never make it. But you did it. And looking back, you're so proud you overcame it. For me, this was a type 3 kind of organization. Anyway, that's all for today. Have any questions, comments, or concerns? Leave them in the comment below. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.